दाव पेच में एक बार फिर से स्वागत है और आज हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं डॉक्टर अशोक रतन, जो कि जैसा कि आप जानते हैं वो एक्स लेबोरेटरी डायरेक्टर रहे हैं WHO के साथ इन द कैरेबियन, एंड ही हैज बीन द एक्स फैकल्टी मेंबर विद एम्स ऑल इंडिया मेडिकल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंसेज. एंड आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. वी हैव सीन the second wave. No doubt, this second wave is on papers, in media. There was previously also a second wave long back. So, sir, why this second wave is leading to the chaos and all around the beds are not available, the problems with the funeral grounds. There is no space in the funeral grounds. Of course, the deaths are occurring due to the shortage of oxygens and other stuff. Sir, is this a chaos which is creating the hype or fear in the minds of the people, or it is a reality, the ground reality? What is your take on this, sir?
I think it's a little bit of both. This is a new virus, a new variant. This variant is more infectious. So it is involving the whole family. One person gets it, then the whole family is down. It is involving younger persons. It's causing more hospitalization and is causing more deaths. So this is involving even persons who are vaccinated, but vaccinated persons suffer from milder illness. So there is a this is a virus which is different from the virus, which is a variant of the virus which was prevalent last year. So one is viral factor. The second one, of course, is the man factor. People had, because in February, the incidence has become so low that everybody thought that we have already conquered coronavirus. So they had become lax, they move around in groups, they started partying. Even now, it's very difficult to enforce them to wear masks. So neither are they maintaining social distance, nor are they maintaining masks, nor because of politicians interfering and muddying the water were they taking vaccination. So everybody who was eligible for vaccination did not take vaccination. So this was the human factor. And third is, of course, our local government only plays politics and comes every 5 minutes. He was appearing on the TV in every channel, and he's still there in the next channel and talking the same nonsense. So ultimately, and he did not do anything. There were no extra beds. See, last year the cases were less and we were not prepared. But this year cases are more and we're completely unprepared. So what was built last year was also lost. So as a consequence, there is great panic in the mind of people. There is no reason to panic because in 80 to 90 cases, the infection is still mild. And I was told that many hospital beds have been occupied by those who don't deserve to be admitted are either blocking the beds. As a consequence, cylinders are few in number. Production of oxygen is more, but availability, excess is not available. And of course, vaccine, as you know, these politicians, they were making noise about everybody being eligible without even knowing that we don't have that kind of vaccine available. So if you go in a gradual manner, it would have made sense. But they are utter nonsense people. See, in Britain, they decided and the evidence indicated that one dose to everybody is better than completing 2 doses to everybody. So initially what they did was they had a lockdown and they made sure that everybody who's susceptible is vaccinated with 1 dose.
Of course, as you're right, that it has created a chaos, and of course, the people who are abusing the power of maybe their money and influential things, and they are not aware that whether they actually need the beds that for themselves. They are suffering with the mild symptoms. So everybody is creating without knowing. So, sir, here the questions come: is there the with due respect to our doctors, fraternity, your doctors yourself, is there the info is less from their family doctors to the particular class of people who have procured the beds and stuff just because to be safer on their side? Is there info with the doctors less, or they are doing it their way? What is it? Is just a public question I'm asking you.
See, this disease is unpredictable. We cannot put our hand and say that this person will survive or this person will die. As a consequence, when somebody non-serious requests you for something and he is known to you, you cannot refuse him and say, no, don't worry. That is one of the problems. And we don't have any effective medicine available. Though today there was news that in Mount Sinai Hospital in New York, they had done a study combining remdesivir along with different drugs used for hepatitis C, and the effectiveness of remdesivir increased tenfold. So I'm circulating that paper to everybody that I know, that at least remdesivir is available, but you can increase the potency by adding one of the anti-hepatitis C drug along with it, which again is available. So that adding two antiviral drugs, but this has to be done early. Viral, as you know, the first phase is viral phase. First week is the viral phase. If you give the drugs during that time, then it will be useful. Another medicine that could have been given is plasma from persons who have been vaccinated and have high titer of antibodies. It's been shown that if the titer is more than 1000 arbitrarily unit per ml, then giving that plasma to persons who are going to be admitted in ICU will save them. So we could have had banks and many persons, as you know, if we have given 5 crores vaccinations, then those persons are eligible to contribute towards plasma, which could have saved persons. So instead of concentrating on those things, we have been diverted. Our attention has been diverted, and some of the decisions have not been medically sound or scientifically. Of course, science is moving quickly. It's changing, and we need to be careful about decisions we take.
So, sir, I would like to say that science is moving, science is playing the part, science is doing the innovations, science is bringing the new scientific experiments, but the administration, which after the experiments, which takes place, obviously the medical administration I'm talking about, which involves, of course, the politicians and other doctors, which the level of things, that thing is lacking somewhere in that administrative procedures. What is the take?
See, what is happening is that WhatsApp University is very active, and WhatsApp University has many persons who are completely illiterate, and they forward one thing or the other because they have an axe to grind. They only want to destroy the credibility of others. They have no credibility of their own. So some idiot in America will say that vaccine will cause damage. So they will circulate that video without verifying. And since there is no repercussions to them, they have tried to sow seeds of doubt in you. And when they create, there's a paper which said, yesterday I was looking at a paper which said that if you use messenger RNA, then chances of prion infection will increase. Now that is, see, a science cannot dismiss anything out of hand. Scientists will then have to look at the evidence and say, but what you're using is synthetic. If it is synthetic, where are the chances of extraneous viruses or prions or others coming into the picture. But when you sow a seed of doubt, then persons who are on the fringe, they don't understand too much, they would then give equal attention to the relevant as well as to the nonsense. And
Sir,
that causes
thank you so much. You have given us a word, and I would like to tell the viewers that please, with the WhatsApp University, sir was telling about the WhatsApp University means the WhatsApp messages circulated round and round throughout the world now globally. Please believe on facts rather than going on the WhatsApp messages. This is what they say. Am I right, sir? This is what you're trying
Yes.
to say?
And
Sort of thing to obviously, sir, you can't change the system in one day. Those authorities would be working itself. So any suggestion to them with the lockdown structure or something, or maybe the more factual information?
have an effective lockdown and do not tolerate any nonsense of people moving about for religion, for marriage, for anything. Those things can wait. Only the real essentials should be allowed, so that the chances of the virus spreading will decrease. The virus spreads from one person to another person. Decrease the contact of persons, of unexposed persons, and increase the rate of vaccination. Vaccination, even in Britain, they have vaccinated nearly everybody, but they're coming down from 45, they come to 40, then they'll come to 35. Only it's idiots like our politicians who have suggested, when we don't even know whether we have enough vaccines, they don't even know how many doses are required and how many persons then become eligible. But they were the ones who were making noise about making vaccines available to everybody over 18.
Sir, thank you so. Yes, please, sir. Please, sir,
Yeah.
go on with the last words.
So for the authorities, administer lockdown strictly, no compromises. For the people, stay away from each other and opt for vaccine whenever it becomes available.
You mean to
This-
say people should be at least if they are if two people or three people should be there. The norms of social distancing are very important, and the mask is very important. Like we were doing at when the COVID entered in the country, like we were following the norms. Then we should be continued with this, as Dr. Ashok Ratan said, who is a well experienced person with and who was a laboratory director with WHO and an ex faculty member of AIIMS. एंड ये थे गौरव नरूला के साथ पॉलिटिकल दाव पेच के लिए मुंबई से।